Hi, this is Retro Dan, and I'm going to be playing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX version. This was released on the Game Boy Color in 1998, and it was originally released in 1993 on the original Game Boy. And I have to say, it's an absolute masterpiece. It's one of my favorite Zelda games, besides Link of the Past, of course. That is the ultimate. But Link's Awakening is a wonderful game. If anybody has a chance to play this game and has not played this game yet, I would strongly recommend playing this game. This is a great game. So let's just jump into this first dungeon. I'm probably going to break this video up to a couple videos. Probably do one dungeon a night and see how we go from there. I just don't want to make the videos too long. I always find that in these long videos, they don't, you don't want to really watch, 3 hours worth of gameplay. So I'm gonna try to cut it up for you and try to make it nice and sweet. We'll see. We'll see. I'm ready. Okay, so we're gonna push start here. So the first thing I have to say, that I am playing on an emulator. We are going to be setting up the Nintendo and Super Nintendo and hook it up to a recording setup, but we don't have that set up yet, so I'm gonna do everything on the emulator for now, and hopefully I can kind of get things a little bit more authentic a little later on. Okay, so let's push start. Put my name in. Alright, and here we go. So I'm waking up. What a relief. I thought you never wake up. You were tossing and turning. What? Zelda? No, my name's Marin. You must be still... You must still be feeling a little woozy. You are on... I do not know how to pronounce that name, so I'm just gonna say Island from now on. Alright, so I jump out of the bed, and I go to this Mario-looking guy. See what he has to say? Well, Dan, you finally snapped out of it. Name's Taryn. Wait a minute. His name's Taryn, and her name's Marin. Oh man, those parents. Those parents are... Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so hope you're feeling better. What? How did I know your name? You think it's weird, huh? Well, I saw it on the back of this shield. You got your shield back. Press the button to repel enemies with it. Okay, so looks like I can repel enemies with my shield. Alright, so I'm gonna go down to the shoreline and retrieve my sword. Just bypass all this stuff. Ooh, see how strong I am? I'm pushing 2 at once. Go through here. Push this guy. And then we talk to an owl. Because that's normal. Okay, so you are the lad who owns the sword. Now I understand why the monsters are starting to act so violently. The courageous lad has come to wake the windfish. It is said that you cannot leave the island unless you wake the windfish. You should now go north to the mysterious forest. I will wait for you there. Okay, so he's giving us a clue where to go. We're going to go right to the forest after I pick up my sword. And we're going to wait for it. You found the sword. It must be yours because it has your name engraved on it. And here it goes. Awesome music. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Dun, dun. And there is the Zelda that we know. I can't wait. This is going to be a great adventure. Brings back memories playing this when I was a kid. And I would go through, you know, level after level, dungeon after dungeon, screen after screen, not knowing what I was going to encounter. And it was so exciting. And that's the like the whole draw for Zelda. It's just like you can just get swept away by the land and the story, and kind of engulf yourself in this whole world. Alright. So I'm gonna go up here north to the mysterious forest, and I get encountered by the owl. Hoo! Ho, brave lad, on your quest to wake the dreamer? Welcome to the mysterious woods. Much of the mystery you will find on this uncharted island. I'm afraid you may find it a trifle difficult to leave the island while the windfishes naps. By the by, have you ever visited the Tail Cave, which is south of the village? Go there with the key you will find in this forest. The windfish is watching. Okay. So we kind of get this story here. Main goal is to wake the windfish so I can leave the island. Alright, so... Sorry. So the first thing I have to do here is I have to go find the toadstool, which is on the other side of this cave. Pick up some rupees. They're not rubies, they're rupees. You got 50 rupees. Very nice. Okay, so here, I'm going to pick up this acorn, and I got a little trick here. So if I pick up the acorn and go into the inventory screen and go back out, I bypassed all the text that it gets created when you grab that item. That item and the Triforce are the items that that text comes up, and I just hate that text, so... I could have probably bypassed this text as well, but I wasn't thinking. Oops, we don't need to go up there, we just need to go back. So now that we have the toadstool, all we need to do is go to the witch and have her make some magic potion, or magic powder. Whoops, got it nailed out. You wanna come? Okay, so now I have to go head north here. Get around this guy. It's fine. Oh, see, I got the Triforce, and now it's gonna bring up this text, and I didn't hit the inventory in time, so now I have to listen through all this text. It's like annoying because it happens every single time. It's just easier to bypass it. So what the Triforce does, it actually gives you, I believe, like double the damage per hit, and then the acorn gives you half of the damage taken by enemies. Okay, so I need to actually go into here and hit B, go back out. Ah, it has the Sleepy Toadstool. It does... We'll mix it up. Something in HFG. We will. Could have read that better, but whatever. So she's gonna give me the magic powder, and I'll have that in my inventory now. Okay. So we're gonna head back south here. Just a little bit. Oops. Completely just walked into that guy. Okay, so I come upon this guy, and I just sprinkle the magic powder on him, and he goes a little crazy, turned back into a human, and I will be allowed to go north. Because if you don't do this, and I go north, the map will repeat, and I won't be able to pass. So now I'll be able to get the tail key. I'm just gonna bypass this text. What he says doesn't really pertain to the story, so... You've got the tail key. Now you can open the tail cave gate. So I'm going to talk to the owl again. Alright. So he's just telling me to go back down south to enter the dungeon. So a little bit of background about me is I've been playing games for a long time. I'm 36 years old. I actually was in the Nintendo Championships in 1990 in Philadelphia, which is actually King of Prussia area where it was held at the convention center, and it was a really great experience. Probably as a kid, I was 11 years old, it was crazy. I mean, the games everywhere. There was rows and rows of Game Boys, and you could just sit there and play there, for a couple hours and enjoy yourself. I didn't place. I was a little too young and didn't know the games all too well. I guess most of you know that you have to collect 50 coins in Mario, get through the first race in Red Racer, then gain as many points as you can in Tetris. And I didn't place. My brother did place. He was semifinals, and he was a little older than me. And he did quite well. We went back 2 days and did the semifinals on the second day, and he got beat through there, so it was a lot of fun. If I remember correctly, I think one of the newer games that were out were Ninja Gaiden 2 that they were showing off. I just saw it and I was, oops, sorry, and I was completely amazed by the whole experience. Like I said, I was pretty young, 11 years old, so I don't probably remember everything that happened, but it was a great time. So I'm just going around collecting keys right now, and got the second key. I'm gonna go through and get the rock tail, which will allow me to jump over things. If you notice to my left here, you'll see, I'm pointing to it, but you can't see that. There's a broken wall over here you can bomb later, and then that will allow you to get a seashell. And I'll explain seashells a little later in my videos, but not right now. Tonight we're just going to go through the first dungeon. Alright, so just need this. The shield knocks him upside down, then you're allowed to hit him. And look at these guys. We're straight out of Mario. And here we go. We got the rock feather. It feels like your body is a lot lighter. Alright, so we're gonna select that. we go. Jump in. Bypass all that now. Alright. Whoops. Grab another key. And then up here is the nightmare key, and you need the nightmare key to actually enter the dungeon. This is great. We are on the move here. And the first dungeon, all these stages are usually pretty easy. Oh! Alright, so first mini-boss. Oops. Okay. Oops. That was silly. Okay, here we go. First boss. Piece of cake. I had the more powerful weapon, so it took less hits. It usually takes 3 hits. I think it took 2. And then we get our first musical instrument. You've got the full moon cello. We did it! First dungeon down. Alright, great. Fix my headset over here. Swamp, the path opens in the blooms. And here we go. Alright, so we're gonna end here. I'll see you in the next video. We're gonna do Dungeon 2 and maybe some side stuff. Alright, have a good one.